Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Monday, November the 3rd. How are you guys doing? All right, so yesterday morning we had a whole bunch of energy come in. It finished up at around 11 a.m. Central Time, and then we basically had a very calm day. This is a closer look. So here we are right now, obviously at 6:45 in the morning. We had new energy start to come in at about 2 a.m. Central Time and lasted until about 5 a.m. Central Time. So about 3 hours worth of pretty intense energy, just very concentrated over this morning's as we're getting. When we look at our Italian graph, the grumbles are there, but they're very low, meaning that those triggers aren't going to necessarily be super irritated today, at least right now. And our GCP is yellow. This is like saying it's partly cloudy skies, that the energy may start to form some coherence, like a storm might happen, but it's not really in the cards. It's just sort of starting to move in that direction. When it comes to this big white energy, for me, it tends to really, really energize me. So I've been awake for several hours. I've had lots of ideas. I've already been working on new projects. We've been getting this energy pretty regularly over the last few days. So if you've been feeling anxious, nervous, restless, this could all be part of that. When we do receive this big white energy like this, if you are not in a place to allow this to soak into your system, meaning you are very stuck in your 3D world like most of us, then this energy takes more time to integrate because the energy itself is associated with a theta brainwave state. So when you are far outside of the theta brainwave state, like dealing with everyday BS in your life, it can make it hard for this to sort of integrate. And so it will form a pocket sort of around you that can cause a feeling of dissonance between your base vibration and the vibration of the energy or the frequency of the energy that you are bringing in. That can rub or cause a dissonance, kind of like wearing a shoe that's a little bit too small that gives you a blister. You become very aware of the energy that's waiting for you. So if you are feeling that anxiousness, nervousness, restlessness this morning, the best advice I have for you is to go into a meditative state, whatever that looks like for you, and do some grounding just to help soak this energy into your system. Also, when you are getting ideas or have all this energy running through you, do your best to take advantage of it. If you're feeling super hyped up, get up and go for a walk. Maybe walking and moving your body physically will help some of that energy soak in, give your brain something to work on so that your metaphysical side can receive the inspiration that's trying to reach you. Sometimes the best meditation is a physical exercise because your brain's busy and your source can open up, especially when you have a very busy physical life going on. Your brain needs something to focus on. It's not going to just be quiet for the sake of being quiet. That's not how humans work. At least none of the humans I know. Our sun is still very, very active. The CMEs that are coming off the sun right now, as far as I can tell, are not Earth directed. They're kind of off the backside or the limb of the sun. So they're not necessarily facing us, but that doesn't mean that if you are super sensitive to this type of energy that you aren't feeling it. I know many, many people who feel these ejections of plasma as they come off the sun rather than when they hit the earth. And it's hard to say what's normal because normal's not a real thing. It's just what works for you. So don't talk yourself out of it. If you're receiving it, sit with it, absorb it, and let it sort of sink into your system instead of telling yourself you're wrong or crazy for feeling that way. Why would you do that? Stop it. All right, here's our cards for today. And I got to be honest with you guys, I feel like these are repeating from yesterday, but maybe they really want us to hear this. My guides are letting us know that the Wheel of Fortune has spun around and change is coming. Change is facing in our direction. It is going to make us feel unstable because it is bringing up all the hardship that has caused the inner conflict that keeps you from believing in yourself. When you let go of this inner conflict, the belief in yourself starts to fuel the doorway for what comes next for you, putting you on the path for massive potential. Once you're standing here, you can take the first steps on the next part of your journey, opening up the doorway. But what many people think is they have to see the path first before they take the step. But friend, that's not how it works. You got to take the step and then you see the path. So my guides are saying change is coming, and it's not necessarily going to be very comfortable because it's forcing us to acknowledge and deal with all the reasons we're holding ourselves back where we are, all the things we don't believe in ourselves about. As we start to believe in ourselves, the potential for what comes next begins to open up. And that's when you take the inspired action. That's when you take the step out onto this new journey so that you can see the path that's clearly laid out in front of you. Look at that. Look at that absolutely beautiful sunrise. And it's coming in with your name on it. It's an absolutely beautiful day, friends. It's just getting started, and I cannot wait to see all the beautiful things that come forward today. So let's get started with our day. I'm ready. Are you? All right, take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and just remind yourself that this day, this is your day. It's just getting started. The sun is just coming up to say hello, and it's excited to see you. So what are you going to do with this opportunity? How are you going to make today the best day ever? Because today is a great day, friends. It's a great day.